Justin Dunning, and I have a very, very special guest here with me today. A very good friend of mine. We came in to play here together at A&M 2015. He was the SEC leader in sacks last year. Landis Durham. Landis, how you doing, baby?
Oh, I'm pretty good, man. Just got out of class. Just got through with some lunch, so
My God,
here.
Big Lando. I appreciate you coming on too, man. I was thinking about it. I tried to get OT on, and I was trying to think who would be the perfect first guest.
Yeah.
And, Landis Durham, I thought that'd be the guy to come on. And I appreciate
doubt, man.
that,
No doubt.
So look, man, that's what we're gonna talk about today. The whole outline of this show, the whole reason I wanted to start the podcast was to give people the opportunity to hear our opinions on different topics.
Right.
Because we don't necessarily have a platform like this. And so, it's kind of giving you an opportunity and also giving myself an opportunity to share what we think about different things. And so I want to give people the ability to know you a little bit more. They know you in the media. They know you behind the helmet. They know, kind of your story a little bit. But I want to give you the opportunity to share just a little bit more about exactly who you are, if that's cool.
Right.
And then we're going to talk about a little bit of how the A&M season is going right now around the SEC and talk some different hot topics in sports. That's cool with you?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Cool, man. So let's go back. Take me back to the days at Plano East. You're a recruit, your head's up in the sky. You're thinking you're the man.
Yeah.
Why did you choose A&M?
Well, in high school I was a big fan of college football. I watched every weekend. Even played the video games and whatnot.
Oh yeah, you sit up like getting
Yeah.
busted.
Oh yeah, Yeah, okay. But and then I guess at the time, whenever I was, I kind of started to get recruited, and recruiting started to pick up for me. I started kind of just looking deeper in details of what a good college football team is, and the best conferences, and what each conference was doing at the time, and lo and behold, the SEC is pretty good conference. Football.
Real
so at that time, Johnny Manziel was here. AJ McCarron was doing his thing at Alabama. They had some running backs. LSU had Jeremy Hill. Zach Mettenberger. They had a good team. Jarvis Landry.
Those both were stacked.
Right. And it's crazy because, I watch football on Sundays and just see these names still relevant.
Right.
And they came out of this conference.
And so you kind of thought if you put yourself in that position.
You're right. You surround yourself with the best, or what you feel is the best. You got a great opportunity to be the best, or get close to it, at least.
Yeah.
And so coming out of high school, I think I had Mississippi State. Coach Sumlin offered me on the practice field one day for spring practice. I'm trying to think who else.
UT?
Nah, I didn't have UT.
What?
Nah, UT didn't offer me. Charlie Strong didn't offer me.
What?
Right? Yeah, I was there a couple of times. They didn't offer me though. But as far as the SEC offers, wow, I'm pretty sure
It's so long ago.
Right, so long. I'm pretty sure I could get a list on 24/7 or something. But I know
what was it about A&M that made you pick them?
Really just being able to be home.
Okay.
I do consider myself a homebody, and I look back at the situation. 17-year-old me, 16-year-old me. I really forget what my standards were at that time. But I don't feel like I made a bad decision.
Absolutely.
And it's played out pretty well for me. And this obviously is a great school, great program for football and academics. And I'm loving it. I stand by my decision. And I appreciate everything, this school and this little town and College Station is given to me. So
absolutely. So the fans, they love you. They embrace you. They think you're a stand-up guy. I don't know why, but take me through. So your first 2 years here at A&M, you didn't play much. You were kind of on the sideline, just chilling. We used to have conversations about it. Take me through kind of what that process was like for you.
It's hard because everybody here was good in high school. Right. Everybody that you see on the practice field was good in high school. Walk-on, scholarship, don't even matter. So for kids to come here and, essentially be the man at high school, there's a lot of pride that comes with that. Pride and confidence and whatever you want to say about it. Because, everybody was already speaking so highly of you at high school. But one reality check, I guess the first reality check really was you know, no matter how good you are coming out of here, coming out of high school, nothing here will be given to you.
Absolutely.
You know, and I know that about A&M. You know, I can't really speak on any other program, but I'm pretty sure it's the same way. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it was hard. You know, of course, you know, coach is going to tell you you're
going to be the guy.
You're doing great things, keep getting better, blah, blah, blah. And I don't mean to talk down on any coaches or anything, but, you know, coaches have jobs too.
Absolutely.
So, you know, they're going to tell us what we need to hear. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, it was rough. I mean, got here, was ready to, you know, I used to dream about playing linebacker or something like that. I'm about to be out there. It's 105,000. I'm going to be out there calling plays.
Right,
yeah. You know, for the whole defense. It's going to be great. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that's what I was really looking forward to. And then, you know, you get here, you got to put in all this work, which is, you know, of course expected. But as far as competing and earning your stripes, you know, it's a little different from high school because the competition is a lot steeper.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that was my first lesson, just about how everybody here was good. You know, I remember coming in and seeing just, you know, first time I saw Miles Garrett here. And I remember
like, what is that?
Right. And I had never seen anybody like that before. I was like, dang, you know. And then, you know, another story, Speedy Noyle. I saw Speedy Noyle catch a pass in 7-on-7, and
I remember the O'Donnell.
Not even that one. That one was crazy. But he caught like a slant or something, and his body was facing down the field, but he was running sideways. And I you know, and I don't know if my eyes were playing tricks on me but
when you said though you imagine yourself being on the field as a linebacker calling plays and stuff, it kind of reminded me of myself,
right?
Because I remember when I was coming to A&M, a bunch of people were saying I was like a linebacker. You know, I was a tall safety.
Right.
But I wanted to be a pretty boy and run back there and backpedal and cover receivers and whatnot.
Right.
And so I kind of imagined myself, you know, going out there and kind of like directing the defense as a safety. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like whenever you came in, do you feel like you were in the wrong position or at the wrong position in football? So like you were at linebacker, you should be a defensive end?
Well, you know, all my life I played DN. I played on the edge. Mm-hmm. But one thing that I feel like I was pretty optimistic. You know, I played a little bit of linebacker in high school, and, you know, they wanted me to come here and play linebacker, so I was open to it. Right. You know, whether it be, you know, just run responsibility and filling gaps or whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like I'm a middle linebacker.
Right.
You know, I need to be on the edge somewhere. I don't like.
You could be if you wanted to be. But,
you know, yeah, you know, absolutely now, yeah. You know, but at that time, no, I was not mature enough,
right, or
ready to apply myself at that position and take it on for what it is. But, you know, absolutely, I feel like I'd give it another shot, but I definitely feel more comfortable on the edge.
Okay. So how important, I mean, like kind of the moral of your story is, you know, staying consistent, keep fighting, and waiting your turn. How important do you think it is? You know what I mean? Because you have all these guys coming in nowadays, they want to play right away.
Oh, yeah.
And they transferring out, they're going. You know, things not going the way they're going. How important do you think it is for guys to come in and actually wait their turn?
Man, I think it's really important. You know, it builds character. Mm-hmm. You know, you got, like I said, either you're an All-American or you're an All-Star, or 4-star, 3-star, 2-star coming out of high school. Everybody was good in high school. And you get here, and they don't really care who it was. Mm-hmm. If you're going to make plays for this team, for this program, you're going to make plays on Saturday. So, and it's hard for a lot of guys to get that. But I think that is very, very important, you know, because with me, the 2 years that I had, just kind of didn't really do anything at linebacker. Then sophomore year, I watched Day and Miles play. Mm-hmm. It builds character, you know, and I got to see what Miles did. I got to see what Day did. Even the guys that were ahead of me but still behind them,
right?
You know, I saw how they were carrying themselves.
Absolutely.
And, you know, even though I was going through my rough time, feeling sorry for myself, you know, everybody's got their own story.
Absolutely.
You know, you can kind of see it on their faces whenever you walk around the locker room. So,
speaking of that, whenever you're going through that situation, did you ever think about, you know, maybe I'm not meant to be here, maybe I'm not good enough to play here?
Absolutely. Because
you start to doubt yourself. You know, I mean, I've talked to a couple guys about it. When you're in a situation where, you know, you're being hyped up so much, you're being told you're the guy, and you come in and things aren't looking so good.
And everybody at home's asking, hey, when you
That's the worst part.
That's the worst.
That's the worst part when people
when you gonna get in? When you play? You gonna play this weekend?
Man,
yeah, I'm gonna get out there on special teams or something.
You try to tell them every game, yeah, I'm gonna get out there a little bit.
Yeah, a little
After
bit.
the game, they're like, oh man, what happened, bro?
Good job, this, that. I'm like, I didn't even get out there, but okay, it's cool.
Man, I used to get that every game, bro.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it starts to kind of hurt your morale.
It hurts.
And then, so how did you, throughout that time, how did you maintain your confidence? I mean, 2 years is a long time.
Very long time.
And you were ready whenever you got out there. So how did you maintain that confidence?
Where I was last year, because it hurt for a while. Mm-hmm. And, I just kind of came to one with the fact that at the end of the day, the sport, football, the game of football, whether you're in high school, college, or the pros, this game is going to spit you out sooner or later.
Absolutely.
So if it was then, if it was, right now, if it was last year, the year before, I was prepared for it, Mm-hmm. I was prepared. I was at peace with that. Of course, everybody's dream is to, all of our dreams was to come here and play.
Right.
And be famous for making plays and
Absolutely.
go to the NFL and kick it up another notch and all the above. And
Mm-hmm.
But, that's just the nature of the game. And, like I said, it was tough for a couple of years, but I came to terms with that. And so I knew what I had. I knew I had to get in the playbook, and I did. And I knew I had to play fast and show coach and practice that I could play fast and that I was applying myself. And I did. Mm-hmm. And that felt good to me. Mm-hmm. Coach is going to coach me hard. Coach Price.
Ooh. Coach Price.
Coach Price. Coach is going to coach you hard, period.
Absolutely.
No matter who you are. But I knew at the end of the day, I knew my responsibilities. I knew I had to go, if I had to peel with the back or I had to slant or the plays on the other side of the field, I got to hustle over there.
Right.
I knew I had to do that, and I knew I was doing that. I knew I was showing coach that. So if my time came or if it didn't come, I was cool with that. It was, and I feel like it took a lot of growing for me to get there. But, I did. And by the grace of God last year, I got on the field and started making some plays. So
Absolutely. And things started snowball effect.
Right.
I'm glad you brought up Coach Price, man. I meant to bring him up to you. I feel like anyone who knows him, they knows that he's either a guy that you love or you hate.
Oh, yeah.
He's extremely passionate about the game. Extremely passionate. When I first got here, bro, I hated him.
Yeah.
Because people tell you back home that when you get to college, there's gonna be a coach that's gonna really get in your ass and he's gonna be, all up on you and yelling and cussing.
Yeah.
I'm like, pfft, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not really trying to hear that.
Yeah.
But I got here and Coach Price was that dude I'm talking about the exact guy that I imagined in my head. And I was like, man, I don't like this dude.
Yeah.
I hate him. But, I started to transition down to defense, sophomore, junior year. And when I was in the defensive end room, he's the coolest dude, bro. He's just funny to laugh with and laugh at.
Right.
He's getting on to everybody and keeps the same energy with everybody on the field.
Right.
How do you think? You feel like that was a perfect match for you as a coach, and that's what you need to take you to the next level?
Honestly, and this is 100% honesty. Out of me personally, I feel like that guy is probably one of the best defensive end coaches in the nation.
Absolutely,
if not the best when it comes to developing mentality and just really engraving responsibility. Mm-hmm. I was with Coach Chavis for a year. That was all right. And going back to high school, shout out to all my high school coaches. They did a great job of preparing me and teaching me defensive schemes and everything and how to fill gaps and the importance of filling gaps. But until I got to Coach Price, who broke it down in words that we could understand.
Absolutely.
Or words that he made us understand.
Absolutely.
I didn't really take into account how important all the little things were.
Absolutely.
You're supposed to be in this gap, so the guy behind you can fill up this gap. Okay, you're wrong. You're in this gap, so now y'all are both in this gap. So this gap's wide open. Here he goes, 60-yard touchdown. Mm-hmm. Now he's messed up because you're in his gap and y'all are both there. And now all we got is a safety to make this tackle. Mm-hmm. And there's already a lead blocker climbing on the safety. you know, and it was like that for a lot of things, you know,
right.
pass rush, run block, all the above. And I feel like, you know, he engraved that in me. You know, it's so important, and that's really important for a lot of young guys to understand. Just do your job. Just do your job and then be a ball player afterwards. We wouldn't be here if we weren't ball players, but make sure you do your job and then you can go be a ball player.
Absolutely, man. So kind of let's move on to the team this year. I mean, how big has Mike Elko been? I came on the radio the other day and I said that by the end of the season we're going to be saying that Mike Elko is the biggest hire on the staff.
Right. It's crazy to think about, you know, the strides we've taken. But the best thing I could tell you about that, you remember how Coach Chavis used to tell us, like, we didn't even give him that much.
Right.
Whoever we play, you know, we play a game, we win a game. He'll come back and tell us that, you know, well, we didn't even give him that much. You know, we just gave him the vanilla ice cream that game.
Right.
And, you know, all right, yeah, cool, I guess that's right. And, you know, in this defense, I feel like there's no such thing as vanilla ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all the way out there.
Yeah, it's crazy, you know, but it's great, man. I'm loving it. You know, we come in on Monday, we look at what we're doing. Next day, he could add some things, change some things, delete some things.
Right.
I mean, it's gone every which way.
And that's another thing I love about him. It's been really satisfying for me to see as an ex-player. You know, the first half of some games we've been a little bit rocky. But in the second half, when it matters and it comes to adjustments and it comes to him, you know, editing some things, adding in different things,
right?
He's been spot on, and it's
those
been
things
beautiful
change.
to see. Because I mean, in the past, you know, I mean, we both been a part of defenses where it seemed like we couldn't stop the bleeding. You know,
yeah.
I mean, teams
and he's out there.
Teams are running down our throat.
It's like, out there, the crowd's going crazy. He's just out there on the field, just like, dang.
Exactly, but like, I mean, it's been really satisfying. Cause he's made adjustments, and like we stopping that right now, and he stopped it.
Right.
That's been really beautiful to see, man.
It's funny because we always joke. I don't know if he's gonna see this or not, but I honestly, truly feel like that guy has a great defensive mind.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's funny because if you see this coach, you know, I'm sorry, but we always joke, tell him, he's like, man, smart, man, he's so smart. But like behind all the jokes, like that dude is real deal smart. Like we were doing some crazy stuff out there. Everybody's communicating.
Right.
You know, communicating with corners, linebackers, safeties, and it's just really just beautiful, dude. It's just like poetry in motion, almost. Absolutely. Like. And then you get the end result, and it feels great. It feels great, and I love it.
Man, talk to me about, you know, your segment of the defense, the pass rush. So, you know, I made a joke the other day. It was during the Alabama game. I said that, you know, Tua was kind of sitting back there scrolling down Instagram, liking pictures. He has a lot of time to throw the ball. Yeah. I made a challenge for you guys. And, you know, the following 2 weeks, you guys combined for 11 sacks. And I made the joke and I said, we didn't just get better at pass rush in 2 weeks, but for some reason we're performing so much better. Like, what was said in the locker room at that point to kind of take the game to the next level?
You know, I don't so much think we said anything, but we all knew. You know, going into Alabama, I don't know. You know, I'm not really sure what my numbers were like. I forget. I'm not really sure what Kiki's numbers were like. But it was unspoken that, you know, at this time last year, we were being talked about for getting all these sacks. And, you know, as a team, as a whole, as a defense, we were getting a lot of sacks and all the above. And the way I really thought about it was, you know, dang, we're missing out on sacks, of course. And, you know, that's a big component of the defense, and that helps out our pass defense as well. But at the same time, this is the best the run defense been.
Absolutely.
You know, this is the best, you know, the linebackers have played since I've been here. You know, so we were doing some great things. And so it wasn't so much of changing or anything like that. I feel like mostly it was just sticking to the schemes, trusting the coaches. Coach is going to put us in the right position to make plays. I mean, that's all you can ask the coach to do.
Absolutely.
And just follow the scheme and play hard. And, he's provided some pretty good schemes these past couple weeks, and we've produced some sacks.
Absolutely, man. It's been beautiful to see.
Right.
I obviously think this is a much different team than we've had in the past. We're 4-2 right now, or 5-2 right now. I don't think that really reflects how good this team can actually be. How different is this program than teams we've had in the past?
I mean, I talked to Jimbo about it a while ago. He asked me what he felt he was doing good and what I felt he could improve on.
Right.
And I told him a couple months ago, and I still feel like it. You've done a great job. He's done a great job of engraving a common goal.
Okay.
That is instilled in everybody on all sides of the ball, all three sides, special teams, defense, and offense. And I feel like there just hasn't been that common attitude
right
on all phases of the ball of just like grit, toughness, effort, stuff that we live by now.
Absolutely.
It's engraved in everybody. The defense is going to stick their nose in whatever they got to stick their nose in. The offense is going to keep on throwing jabs throughout the whole game. Special teams, we're coached to be perfect, knowing that we'll never be perfect.
Absolutely.
And it's just different. I wish you was there. I wish you were there to see. Just to go through the feel of it, because you know how last year felt. Just as a whole, as a team.
Absolutely. That feeling of not being able to stop the run is probably one of the worst.
Yeah, as a whole, and everybody's watching. You got 100,000 behind you watching you, talking about they're about to run the ball. I was like, we know they're about to run the ball, but
stuff in the box still can't stop it.
Right.
And that's another thing. We haven't even had it's not like we're stuffing the box against teams.
No.
Guys are just winning at the responsibility.
Guys are winning,
And that's a mindset, right?
That is definitely 100% mindset. I feel like because on the field there's 11 one-on-one matchups. Most of the time there's 11 one-on-one matchups. And either you win it or you don't.
Right.
And I feel like, the past couple of years before this year, as a whole, we would kind of try and find a way.
Right.
Find a way to win instead of doing what we were asked to win.
Absolutely, man. Man, so while you're here, I want to hit on two different topics that have been kind of controversial. I've been tweeting them out because I've been really, really mad about it. You've seen it firsthand last week, the targeting rule. De'Vion Renfro, you saw that whole situation.
Yep.
Where he gave the little dude a love tap, kind of a little headbutt, and they kicked him out the game. I heard somebody say the other day, this is kind of a funny stat, that we have more targeting ejections than we have actual turnovers on defense or something like that.
Oh, man, I hope that's not real.
That is ridiculous.
I hope that's not real.
But, I mean, like, that's ridiculous. You see Donovan Wilson get kicked out the end of the game. Here's my thing on the targeting rule. I like the rule. I get they don't want people to have head-to-head contact all the time and stuff like that. I understand that. And they're trying to take it away from the game as much as possible.
Right.
But I don't think the penalty, directly reflects what it should. You know what I mean? Because I think if a guy gets a targeting penalty and it's accidental, like you're trying to tackle somebody, hit him in the head.
Oh, yeah.
Give him a penalty.
Give him a penalty. Don't kick him out.
Exactly.
Yeah, that hurts.
That's the thing, bro.
That hurts. That hurts.
And so you think...
Do they get kicked out in the NFL?
I don't know. But I know in college, they
out
of there. It's for. I think first time give him a 15-yarder.
Dude, don't kick him out. Period. Don't kick him out at all.
Really? What if it's just malicious though? It's like defensive receiver guy comes and smacks him. That's different. That's different.
You're asking us to play out of nature, where the guy across me he's trying to rip my head off.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what am I gonna do to stop him from doing that? I'm gonna rip his head off. So come on, man. You can't ask me to play at a high level and be physical. They always say physical, but it's a dangerous sport.
Absolutely.
Of course, there's gonna be some dangerous things, and I understand fully. They're trying to make it safer, but at the same time, we still have to play at a certain energy, and at a certain mindset. And accidents happen.
That's true.
People don't mean to break bones. They don't mean to tear anything. They don't mean to, but it happens.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think if it's accidental, like Donovan in the Alabama game, he's trying to tackle the tight end, hits him in the head. A situation like that, keep him in the game. If it's just flat out like somebody running like this, they're running down the sideline, and they're about to catch a ball or say it's overthrown, and you just smack them. Like that target right there, you gotta get out the game.
You know, yeah, I think you said something a second ago about like not on the first try.
Right.
Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe like 2 chance. I think they should do like a two chance rule.
2 chains? I'm with that though. 2 chances.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause come on, man. Like, first of all, boom, the play happened. He hit him.
Right.
Oh, now we're about to review it. It's like, okay, well, I hope I don't get kicked out.
Right. So once they review it, they're looking for that head-to-head too.
Right.
They see
and
that.
then now, you see they're taking the slightest contact.
Right.
Any head-to-head. Boom, y'all. 29 is disqualified. Okay, people at that game, okay, yeah, he's gone for the game. But for the team, we don't have him for the first half of next game.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and there definitely needs to be a 2 chance rule at least before you get ejected and have to miss however much of, next game or whatever the rule could be. But they need to change that up. They need to change that.
So, I mean, my problem has been with that rule at the college level and the NFL rule, the roughing the passer rule. I'm pretty sure you've been seeing that. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Like they finding boy. Did you see where
that's crazy.
JJ Watt's brother TJ, he got fined like $20,000 for
they're fining him too?
Yeah, he accidentally like clipped his leg or something like that.
They're fining him for that?
Yeah, it's $20,000 for that. Ridiculous.
I didn't even. Yeah, I got to see the play, but I didn't even know that like dudes were getting fined because roughing the passer calls. Now.
It's ridiculous. And then I think as a result of the calls, like you saw him getting hurt, trying to get off the quarterback.
Oh yeah,
and then last night, did you see the Patriots game?
Oh yeah, Tom Brady threw a touchdown pass.
Yeah, oh no, he ran.
He ran in there.
Breland Speaks was about to sack him. Like he grabbed him.
Thought he threw it.
And they just lets him go, bro. Tom Brady creeps into the end zone.
Tom Brady meander in there.
Crawls into the end zone.
Right.
But I mean, like, you seeing that because, like, they're trying to protect the quarterback. Can you actually take a game that's not meant to be safe and compromise it to make it safe?
I have no idea because I don't know what the guys who invented this game, I don't know what they were going for. All we got is the product. Everybody loves it, and now they're trying to change it. So, and it's how we've been coached all our lives is to go out there, play hard, go hit hard, all the above. I understand what they're doing, and they're trying to do the best they can, but I think it needs to be revised again, nonetheless. So, and I'm more than sure that's what's going to happen because. This year, it seems kind of ridiculous. I seen Clay Matthews hit a guy in the shoulder.
Man, 2 in a row.
And they said because he led with his head, it's a penalty. Well, you're running to go tackle somebody. What else am I supposed to lead with? They definitely need to look at that again.
Roger Goodell, if you're listening right now, you heard it first. via Landis Durham. Change the rule right now. All right, look, man. Last 2-part question, and I'm gonna let you go. Give me one player on the team who's impressed you since they've been here, or you've been here, or just this season in general. Who's impressed you? And then also give me a team. I know you watch college football, and you've been impressed by somebody, either college football or NFL football. Who's a team that's impressed you so far this season? And then also who's a player on the team who's impressed you?
Any NFL, any team.
You can go college or NFL.
College or NFL, and somebody on the team that has impressed me. We'll start with A&M, one of our teammates. Wow, I'm going to go Justin Matabuke.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
Big bouquet.
Yeah, he came in really raw. And, I always think, like, dang, was he always looking like this? Like, this dude's huge. Right. Right. And I know the mindset he had whenever he first came in. Everybody goes through the rough patches.
Right.
He went through his, I'm sure. But as far as him, you kind of see guys coming along just to coming along realizing the importance of things. I'm seeing that in him. Nah, believe me, he's got a way. I wouldn't say he's got a ways to go, but he's still got some more to go.
Right, still has to grow.
Right. But
mentally,
what
not physically.
He's good physically. He's good physically. He good. Yeah. But as far as like him seeing, represent or realizing and understanding the importance of his job out there.
Right.
That dude's an animal, man.
Oh yeah, dog.
That dude's an animal. He's strong, real strong. And he's a beast.
Yeah.
I tell him all the time, bro. You already cold. Just go out here and do what you know you can do.
I heard Jimbo say the other day he gonna play a lot of snaps at the next level.
Mm-hmm. I don't doubt it. I told him that.
Right.
I told him that whenever he got here. Hey man, you do what you're supposed to do while you here. You gonna make millions.
Absolutely.
Hands down.
You need to break me off a couple of them.
Man, come on, man. Come on.
Okay. So Justin at a BK, and then who's a team that's impressed you, either NFL or in college?
The Jaguars have done, they made some substantial strides.
Absolutely.
Leonard Fournette was a rookie. Was he rookie last year? Last year's rookie year?
Yeah.
With Leonard toting the rock, and then really just the defense coming a long way.
Oh, the defense.
That's
nice.
that, and to me,
you like Jalen Ramsey?
Yeah. People could say what they want about trash talk, but trash talk is a part of the game, and you see the product on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. Yeah, it don't even matter. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're out there playing ball, we're having fun. However, we can have fun playing ball, and he's doing his thing. But to see a defense build, and it'll never happen just like that. Mm-hmm. And that's something that I realized. Probably my time here, but I seen that defense build, and they are dominant.
Absolutely.
That's just, I don't know. To me, that's just a crazy thing to watch.
You play fantasy football?
I don't. But I watch. Sunday is a holiday for me, right. So I watch NFL Sunday, watch all the games I can. Listen to most of the things, try and look at the stats and whatnot, see what's happening, see what's not happening.
So you're kind of like an analyst, but like off the radar.
I guess, whatever you want to say. But
yeah, it's been fun having you on, man. Like I said, you guys who are listening at home, go follow my guy Landis. What's your Twitter name?
Twitter name is @Landis Durham, and then I got a new Instagram.
Yeah, go follow my man on the gram, man.
Yeah, it's got a new Instagram. Instagram name is 46 Lando.
46 Lando, just like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's how you search him up or whatever.
I may need some followers, basically.
I'll show you, and you can tell.
Go follow him on Instagram. Go follow him on Twitter, and also, just like that. 46 Lando. Okay, y'all go follow my guy.
Yeah,
and then also go follow the Justin Dunning podcast. I've created some social media pages on both platforms, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. Go follow it @JDunning Podcast, and then you guys can also go look us up. The podcast will be released on all forms for podcasts, on all different platforms: iTunes, Google Play Store, Stitcher, Overcast, etc. And then also, we're posting the video on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. It's gonna be a video series on there. May have a little intro to it, whoop-de-whoop. And so for you guys who are listening to this right now on the YouTube channel, hello.
Okay.
Wave at your mom. How you doing? Oh man, but this is a lot of fun. I appreciate all you guys. And another thing that's valuable to me is feedback. So if you guys have anything you want us to talk about, in the future, you guys want to get Lando back on, you can either tweet it at me, send a direct message to me, or even have an email. You guys can email me, JustinDunning88@tamu.edu. That's personally. And or you guys can either tweet at me on my personal page, official_Justin Dunning, and I'll get back to you guys. And so, yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. I appreciate all you guys for following. Landis, good having you on, bro.
All right, man.
Oh yeah,
see you out there.
Oh yeah, peace.